news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Here's some good news for PhilHealth beneficiaries. The state health insurer has allocated some 21 billion pesos for the expanded coverage of dialysis patients. Patients diagnosed with stage 5 chronic kidney disease will benefit from the extended coverage as PhilHealth now covers 156 sessions from only 90 sessions previously. Patients are also expected to receive at least 3 sessions per week. This additional coverage amounts to at least 400,000 pesos, which is equivalent to the standard dialysis requirement for 1 year.
Para sa mga pasyente na mayroong chronic kidney disease stage 5, dapat lang yung mga pasyente, Sir Aljo, ay nakatala sila doon sa ating PhilHealth Dialysis Database. No? Ito ay registry ng mga pasyente at ito ay nasa pangangalaga po ng ating PhilHealth. At syempre, yung kanilang pagdadialysis, Sir Aljo, ay rekomendado ng isang lisensyadong doktor.
And preparations over at the Migrant Workers Department are in full swing as it is set to take over some tasks of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Starting July 1, the DMW will handle the assistance to Filipino nationals or ATN services for OFWs in select countries. These include requests for legal and emergency aid and repatriation as well as housing. DMW Undersecretary Hans Kakdak assures that all OFWs can seek out these services and assistance, regardless of their status abroad.
We will serve all OFWs. Kaya inclusivity ang isang binanggit natin at the outset, di ba? A diverse set of services, inclusive, pertaining to all OFWs, documented or undocumented. Kapag walang Migrant Workers Office presence, the DFA will continue to handle ATN OFW services for legal, especially legal assistance services.
Moving on now to the State Weather Bureau, seeing the onset of El Nino happening by the last week of June or the first week of July. In an interview with Radio 5, Pag-asa Officer in Charge Dr. Esperanza Cayanan said the declaration of the weather phenomenon follows certain parameters. This includes the average temperature of the central equatorial Pacific in the last 3 months.
Yun nga pong buwan ng Mayo ay 0.5 yung kanyang surface temperature anomaly, pero ngayong June, tumataas siya, tumataas ng 0.7, patuloy na tumataas. Pero it should be average for the past 3 months po bago po tayo magdeklara.
Cayanan also said that while the Philippines will experience fewer typhoons during the El Nino, extreme weather events can still hit the country, particularly in the months of October and November.
Posible pa rin po tayo na magkaroon ng bagyo na malakas at pwedeng tumawid or tumama sa kalupaan. Lalo na po yung buwan ng last quarter, mas na-enhance po yung ulan tuwing habagat season. Kaya nga po sinasabi natin na ngayong tag-ulan, pwede tayong mag-expect na mas maraming ulan, lalo na dito sa western sections ng ating bansa, bago natin maramdaman yung epekto ng El Nino.
More stories coming your way after this quick break. Stay with us. You're back on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Senator Amy Marcos has weighed in on the issue of the corrected Maharlika Investment Fund bill. The presidential sister said that she did not want to get involved with the MIF since it seems the bill was railroaded and that there were many provisions in the measure that did not make sense to her.
Alam naman ninyo na hindi ako nakilahok sa Maharlika Bill dahil tulad ng maraming Pilipino, marami akong pangamba tungkol dyan. Sa tingin ko, masyadong hinog sa pilit at marami akong hindi naintindihan.
Nevertheless, Senator Marcos still called on the public to support the administration once the fund bill becomes law. The measure is awaiting the signature of House Speaker Martin Romualdez and will be transmitted to the office of the President after that.
Tulungan na lamang natin ang administrasyon na punuin at tuwirin yung mga malabo o magulo pa at kung may pagkakamali o pagsasamantala, sabihin na natin non-feasance, malfeasance, misfeasance, andyan ang oversight. Let's be mindful.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The LTFRB will open 3 public transportation routes for passengers affected by the looming suspension of PNR operations. The agency says it plans to deploy 30 bus units that will cover the FTI to Divisoria route via the East Service Road. On the other hand, at least 20 buses will be plying the Alabang to Divisoria route, while 5 modern jeepneys will be servicing commuters from Malabon to Divisoria. The PNR's Alabang to Calamba route will be suspended starting July 2. The U.S. Coast Guard has confirmed that the 5 people aboard the Titan submersible have died. The victims were exploring the wreckage of the Titanic off the North Atlantic Ocean when the sub went missing on Sunday. An unmanned Canadian deep-sea robot discovered the Titan's wreckage on Thursday, some 1,600 feet from the Titanic's bow and 4 kilometers below the surface. According to authorities, the debris field is consistent with a catastrophic implosion. And aside from fans, several well-known brands also showed their support and loyalty to the iconic trio of Tito Vic and Joey. One of those brands is Pure Gold, which had been a partner of TVJ for several years. In the company's post, they revealed that the noontime hosts will continue to be the establishment's collaborators. Pure Gold is also looking forward to new milestones with TVJ, who are now part of the Kapatid Network. One News Now will be back at 5:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.